good morning, ladies and gentlemen, cups. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. How are we doing out there, cupcakes, on this glorious Monday morning? And you, my koi obsession. Yes, I see you. Go across to my mate Ken over in Canada. Give him a subscribe. Drop him a comment. Tell him a Twisted one sent you. Now I know it will tickle him pink. Well, it's 10 o'clock and we've already been busy here at New Forest Koi. I've already been into the Munga Tunnel and sealed up one pressure filter. Eric is now putting a base down so we can refit this filter. I'll take you down in a bit and show you the filters that I put in on Friday. And we got groundworks going on down there in the form of our smooth-headed one, and the rocket boy is there somewhere as well. But let me spin you around. Spin you around. You spin me right round.
We're doing a job we bodged first time.
Yeah.
We're going to bodge second time.
Yep. So, yep.
But
Ooh. Ooh, look at them brushes, they're grim. Right, yeah, got to sort this out. Rick's there using a concrete block as a whacker. You are, Rick, get angry with it. If I'd have known, I brought a hand whacker with me.
I didn't know till this morning the whole thing had gone to shit, did I?
So the ground underneath just give way due to rat runs, water subsidence, wood,
Shit, effort, and
rubber.
we balanced it, didn't we?
We did indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, first job we got to replace the waste down the bottom because that's split. So we want to get a smaller one on there so we can a bit of flexi pipe to a ball valve. So yeah. You're not feeling it, are you, Rick?
I've got so many jobs to do.
I know.
This isn't one of them, that isn't one of them. We're running around doing jobs. Can't get up the road to do the job we need to do because the road's still fucking closed.
Yep.
4 weeks now.
And let's get all that filter media moved down there, innit?
Yeah, we need some more. I'll get some slabs. We'll just make a base here. Some blocks on it. Might stop.
Might stop some of the problems. Because what we got in this one's got the 2 golden corns.
That's it. A couple of fish keeping them company. Nothing really.
Nothing special.
It's like golden corns are special.
I like the red one.
Stupid money for,
What they are.
but yeah. I think we'll see a massive price change in certain things shortly.
Yeah.
Now people growing Tamasaba on that, they're just a piece of piss in it. They got thousands of them. Yeah, I think the market for them is about to go.
Pew! Plop.
So, but yeah, with demand things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Demand for them, and you can sell them for 50, 100, 200 quid each.
All well and good, but
And a new number of people that have got literally found they just got loads of them. It's just
Yeah.
so easy to breed, and yeah, the top end ones are slightly different, but nice, isn't it? So, right,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
gonna hunt down some slabs. You try and get that sealed.
yeah, I'll try and get this sealed
Yeah,
and we'll go from there.
we will.
Back to yous in a bit. So, yep, got platform in. Just got to wait for the silicone to go off on there now. and then we can attach a slide valve to it, shut it back off. They've had a nice water change, and we're going for a cup of tea. Oh, the sun's come out, that's come off. But as I was saying, I was down here on Friday helping the boys out. Oh, okay. Oops. The weight of the water. Has dropped that down. So yeah, we're gonna have to get that sorted. So yeah, we've got to get that sorted. That's not good. But it was all running as it should do. It's probably going to take a while to fill back up now. See where you going. So I need to find some way of keeping that vertical. I know I'm going to have to get some cable ties and we'll zip tie it to the outlet there, because that should be coming out of there by now. Come on. Come on. Ah, there he goes. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some cable ties. So yeah, but this one is working like an absolute peach, and these better fish are doing better for it. So yeah, I will get some cable ties and I will come back to you. Oh, that's that one sorted, back up and running. Belt and braces, one round that pipe behind the nut, one round this pipe, tighten it together, we're back to running full steam. There we go. So like I said, that one's running full steam. These are still a little bit spooky, but they're not doing bad. These are doing really well. But yeah, this is running like an absolute peach. 40 watts, 2,500 litres an hour. Yep, they're back to running toot sweet. And we're having a big old clear out here. Finally getting this lot hacked out. Fuck me, it's a boat.
30 years of shit.
It's a fucking boat.
Not a boat. I think it's a cab for an old pickup, isn't it?
That's a fucking big pickup. It would be easier if we had a rake, but Sean broke the rake the other day.
Yeah, Dave's going to fetch a fork and get it scraped up, and then get a digger in and get it.
You're going to scrape it flat, or we're going to put another pond in there?
Can't put a fucking pond in there. That shit under it. No.
Yeah, once you've got the digger in.
Probably about 3 foot wide. That's right, mate.
No. That fiberglass is shot. It's almost as if it's like fucking polystyrene, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. So you're saying 30 years of crap just sat along here?
And some, I expect. It's Some of this shit was here before we were.
Yeah, up from the turkey farm.
Yeah, so you keep digging out bits, well, like down there, bits
Yep.
of diggers, old Caterpillar tracks,
Yep.
tractors, concrete walls. They're the old roofing vents from the turkey farm, off the big that we fiberglass years ago to use as we reused them.
Yep. And now.
So these are probably 60-year-old. I don't know when fiberglass was invented. So
Don't
these
know.
would have been on the turkey farm probably in the 40s.
Yeah.
So they're probably 80 years old.
You could reflow coat them, couldn't you?
Well, we did and used them, but not much use for that, right?
You could make a nice bank of holding tanks for sorting.
A nice bank of shit tanks that are no good for nothing. And that's the problem.
Well, no, because they're shallower than the dough labs. So if you've got a framework for them, all on a waste system, pop the valve, off it goes. Instant clean, sluice it round. You chuck them in that one to kick the shit out of the gills, and then you move them down the line.
You're in a dreamland, Vincent.
Fuck off.
Right, come on.
Right.
Get that filter going.
Yeah, we want to get this filter back up and running. That sun is fucking deadly. So low in the sky. Lucy in the sky dance. So yeah, we've had to redo the bottom of this one. Rick's made a nice little pad. Now, just got to reconnect this waistline and we should be good to go. So yeah, back in a bit. Well, now that Ricky and the boys have ripped out a load of weed and shit from down the side of the bee ponds, Sean's actually going to get in there with the digger and level the whole lot out nice and smooth, all in one layer. Got the old fire started down the bottom as well, because as you know, I am the fire starter. But now that 99% of the shit is out the way, I can now get in to the 25mm airline and get that all pinned into the side of B1. So yeah, so we're just waiting for the silicone to go off on the filter up there with the golden corns up there. Still waiting for the filter to go, the silicone to go off. That is the pressure filter for the SOS heat pump in the Munger tunnel. So yeah, just cracking on with other bits and pieces while we're waiting for stuff to dry. But yeah, let me spin you around a second. So yeah, we pulled these tanks out and they were fiberglassed. I mean, get some of that liquid liner, it'd be perfect. Nice little growing on vats. But yeah, all this has been chopped down. We've taken out all the pipe that is usable, and then like I say, Sean's going to get the whole lot and he's just going to level it all out nice and smooth all the way across, scraping a lot of this dirt that's come down the hill and get back to the gravel that was underneath there. But yeah, we've got a couple of bits left to get out. It's a trough of some kind, farm trough of some kind, and that was a fiberglass tank that is about 30 odd years old. So yeah, my job is I'm going to go over there in the corner, get a 90 in, and then start tacking this to the old fence line, get it out the way. Back in a bit. As the pipes tidied a little bit more, so they're a little bit more flatter. There's the airline, all tacked in. I've got a metal bar here to put down here, so when Sean comes down with the digger, there's a T-piece just there. So yeah, looking absolutely, so I tell you what, I can picture it already, because there's a dip there. We scrape that across and down, across and down. Yeah, it's gonna look fucking awesome. Let's not listen to my flip-flap. Let's go and see what the boys are doing down by the koi pond. I'll pick you back up when I get there. That one's filled up. We call that one's Tim's Pond. Looking lovely and clear. So is this area here. Oh my word, looky. We really did kick the shit out of it, that's for sure. And we got a fire going over there. So you couldn't walk through this bit. But over the last couple of weeks, we've cleared it, and you can see exactly where the overhang was. So where you see all this leaf mulch and stuff, that was all pond that they weren't able to access with the net. But there enough going to be some sun getting in here next year, that's for sure. And then we just stack up the logs, let them dry out, and then they get used on the old wood burners. Are we winning, lads? Why no? Of course it's wet. Look how much water's in the fucking pond. Oh. That's not from the other day though, is it?
That's what these big birds came down. The whole load come down last year or year before the big wind. 10 of them maybe. So I want to get rid of these things. It's there.
Yeah. Maturing up lovely.
I've run the battery out of a little saw.
That's not difficult. It's definitely looking 1,000 times better than it did though, Mush. The amount of light that's going to get into the pond next year.
All them ones coming down now.
Yeah.
Left them a bit.
Yeah.
A bit bare one side.
Now it's the best time to chop it down so it falls, and then chop it up before you start filling the lake back up.
Yeah.
Get Sean down here with the chainsaw, he loves it.
Oh, fucking wouldn't dare.
No?
Nah, they don't lean nowhere, they're a nightmare. Hang up with each other.
But surely if you chop that right, you could get that to fall straight across that way.
A big enough chainsaw, big enough rope, big enough gang of people that are decent at what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are fucking tall, aren't they? Yeah, I've heard all about you climbing up them like a monkey.
Don't mind those certain ones, but they're a bit much.
Easy to climb up though, with the limbs.
What you do when you got there?
Yeah,
Top it out.
top it out, drop it down. Is it struggling to light, is it?
It's mixed with all the green willow and old wet fir. Got a little bit going in the middle.
Okay.
We all done up there, we all
Yeah.
filters ready to rock and roll.
Oh, well, the only thing we could do is try them.
Yeah, this guys want to stay and try and get all this old deadwood on. There we go.
Might do, might not do.
You're not live yet, yeah.
No. No.
That's like it get very fucking bored if we're trying to get this lot near it.
Yeah, heard it. Yeah. Back in a bit.
And then this evening, try and roll these on.
So they burn overnight.
Yeah.
Why don't you keep them for burning?
It's no good, is it?
Why is it no good?
Soft fur like that, shit. Burns too quick. When once you tried that, weigh about a kilo for a fucking each round. There you go.
It's got to be better than nothing though.
You've got plenty.
Good for starting it then.
Some of them. No good.
So yeah, big chunk down.
This afternoon.
Get Sean to come down with the big chainsaw.
Hello.
She's deadly with that tail, isn't she?
Oh.
If they da. Hip up up.
Yeah.
Phew.
Huge amount.
Yeah,
Just wood everywhere.
Keep finding that.
Yeah, but the more we can move, the better it's going to be, isn't it? So you're going to do weed kill this lot.
I expect we'll just let it grow up with brambles again and have to cut it down again in 2 years' time.
Yeah, I would have thought all this bit here, run a load of weed killer over it,
What, like the rest of the farm?
kill it off before the season starts. Oh, nice breeze blows at you. You heard that, didn't you?
That'll help it.
Yeah, quick up Dave, we've got enough to need to clear this. Come on, Vader.
The next day.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Good. How are we doing out there, cupcakes, on this fairly cold Tuesday evening? Yo, Paul's Koi Pond. I see you. Yes, go over and check out Paul's new pond build. It's looking sweet. Get across, give him a subscribe, drop him a comment, give him a like, tell him a Twisted One sent you. It will tickle you pink. Well, I didn't get as much done in here today as I expected because I ended up round miles most of the day, helping sort through some bits and pieces, and we went through the garage a bit, and yeah, that was a bit of a heavy few hours. So I'm actually back now, and I've been sorting out some pipework. I am niggled at myself because I should have trimmed down the actual sockets, but once it's all in, you ain't going to notice. The other one will be in square, don't worry about that. And in that, I mean the waste pipe. Whole cutter going everywhere. But yeah, let me see, space in here is getting less and less, and I haven't got the drumming yet. Oh my lord. So yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, that waistline there. I mean, once I've got it sealed in at the top with a bit of gunk, you ain't really gonna notice. But yeah, if I'd have cut a chunk off of the sockets, it would have brought it in just a little bit more. This pump is all now glued in place, ready to go. So that's the 10,000 Variflow non-return valve there. That non-return valve is the original non-return valve that came with the Eric prototype many moons ago, and the carcass of that, as we know, is now at the Moon Forest on the Twisted Rocket Pond. But anyway, I digress. So this pipe will get cut once I get the second Tempest in, and I know exactly how I'm going to wire that, pipe that, to get that done right. I've lined everything up, and I've got one hole coming in here. Why only one hole, I hear you ask? Well, we're going to have bottom drain, drum, pump, shower, return, back. Right, the plan is, and I'm kicking around with ideas here, I reckon I'm going to end up having this there and then having it come round to the front of the pump, but that's a different story. But it's going to go from the skimmer over there and round, and I turn the door around so it opens out the other way, or I come round that side and bring it round with the 1.5 inch, because that's reduced down to 1.5 inch on there. All that was reduced down to 1.5 inch there from my mate Paul Smith, who sorted that out when we was trying to find the fittings to fit the air source heat pump. So yeah, we're going to go from the skimmer to the pump, up through the Tempest, which will have absolutely equal pipework, so by rights it should fill up exactly at the same time. Each one's got a waste valve on it, even a stop valve on it, even though I got the non-return valve. The reason for having the stop valves on is so that I can boil them and dump them independently. So pretty much exactly where that T is there, this T will be up here, and it will probably go at a 45-degree angle, because it's then going to come up, it's going to come along the trays in and then punch into the spray bar that way. That way it's all hidden away, other than the one pipe for the main line there, and then I can have some of my artwork or whatever coming down there. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. So that's glued in, so that will be a case of once everything's in position, I'll get the multi-tool in, cut it flush, deburr it, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, connect back up to it to go to whichever, because it will come from the pump, it will come down. So what I'll probably use is 245s and do a zigzag, come 45, I'll probably come along the top of the waste pump, and then 45 to 45. So it's a nice, short, sweet, as little pipe work as possible, because you think there's only going to be 2 sections of 3-inch pipe going out the wall, and there's only going to be, you got, well, for this you got that little bit of pipe and then through the Tempest and round. So I'm not really going to lose any flow from the pumps because it bends. I mean, for the drum, it's literally going to come straight out the drum into the pump and over the shower into the bio chamber that will return back to the pond. But I'm going to now, once I get myself all settled out the back with the top trays, and we are going to have a look at how I do my spray bars. Well, my little fruit bats, that's me all finished in here, bar they're tidying up now, so I'm going to go up the top and we're going to start having a look at a spray bar once I've tidied up in here. So, yep, pump pipe works, all it's sealed in place. I am actually contemplating just putting a slide valve there and one down here just as a belt and braces if I ever need to take that out. So yeah, but that's about as far as I can go for a minute in here, so we will be going up in a minute and we'll be having a look at how I do my spray bars, and it involves that. So yeah, we'll be back to you very shortly. Right, so here we go, the top trays for the shower in order as how they're actually going to be in the shower. So this one will be in the corner, and so forth and so on. Right, the first thing I've done is I've gone round all of these bits here and marked them so that I know not to drill any holes in that area there. So it will look like so. Yeah, and I've taken that out for a minute because the next thing I've got to do is I'm going to go round all the holes with the set square, and I'm going to put a line level with the outside edge of that hole and the outside edge of that hole. Yeah, and then I'm going to measure it, find the middle, and then I will put a line going down there, top and bottom. Right. And I'll do that all the way down. And the reason for that is when I put the pipe back in, back in place, you can put a mark on the outside of this pipe here, here, and here. Now, if you've got that mark there and on that end, as long as you've got a perfectly straight edge, you will get a perfectly straight line on a circular piece of pipe. Yeah? And that way, you know that when you drill your holes, you will have 3 jets, 2 at proper 45 and 1 going straight down. And there is a little bit of faffing about getting it prepped, but once it's done, it makes marking the pipe that you're using for the spray bar a lot easier to work with. So what I'll do is I think all I'm gonna have to mark it. In fact, no, I'm just gonna mark it on that end and that end, and then I'll find a straight edge then that I can put across as one complete straight line then. So yeah, let me come back to you in a moment. Right, so I did my lines, and then what I did was I put a line in the center on the top, and then I spun them round to hit the center on the bottom, so that then I can use these marks here to mark my pipe. 3 marks on each one, on this end as well as this end. So then what you do is you then take your pole out, and then you run a straight line, straight edge from that line to that line all the way down the center to that one, and vice versa. And then you've got your lines for your holes. Now what I usually use to get a decent hole is an 8mm flat bit, because you tend not to get any burring from it. So yeah, let me get one of these drawn up and then I'll come back to you. So there we go, look, take that off of there. Now I haven't done them all just yet, I'm going to sit and do that later. Well, it's already 8 o'clock now, but you can see what I mean. And because you've done a straight line, they will all run exactly the same. So once they're all pushed together like they're supposed to be, let's see, you've got side, middle, side, get that in the middle, feel with your fingers, you can feel that's equal either side, and there you go, spray bar done. And as you can see, you do get a better hole using the flat bit. So yeah, that's how the shower spray bar is going to be done. So there we go, guys and girls. I'm going to put you down so I can put this video together and have a bit of a chill out. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there, you know you're great, and we will see you tomorrow at New Forest.
That's all, cupcakes.
Yes, makes it all worth it.